Why are you on that tree still? Hold on. Matter of fact, you better make me mad. Give me a sec.
Wait, no.
Hello, everyone. According to forensic analysis, this is Lurcher, and welcome back to my channel. I will be covering all of the status effects currently in Forsaken as of update 2.0.0. So if you aren't here to learn about that, then you are forced to watch. Forsaken has a ton of status effects, and while some are, generally pretty easy to understand, others have some hidden things about them, so watch through to see what those things are. Every status effect can go up to 10 stacks, but I will only cover what their max in an actual round is if that information is known, so keep that in mind. The current 4 killers in the game each have their own damage over time status effect. Jason has bleeding, Cool Kid has burning, John Doe has corrupted, and 1x4 has poisoned. Each status effect can be leveled up from the killer in some way. Jason and 1x can level up their statuses with their base attack, while John Doe, 1x, and Cool Kid have abilities that inflict their status effects. Poison, bleeding, and corrupted are all non-lethal, meaning the survivors do not die from these effects. But burning is lethal, and survivors can die from this effect. Poison caps at 5 stacks. Bleeding and corrupted cap at 2 stacks. And burning caps at 1 stack. Here's how much damage each value does over time. There is one effect that is the polar opposite of this, and that is Regeneration. Regeneration heals you over time, and some of you might think Shedletsky and Builderman give Regeneration, and to some standards, you wouldn't be wrong. But Shedletsky's and Builderman's Regeneration cannot be upgraded. Regeneration is an effect exclusive to admin influence. There are 7 status effects that affect your awareness: glitched, blindness, nausea, oblivion, hallucination, invisibility, and undetectable. Glitch inflicts a glitchy screen effect that increases in effect with every stack. This effect can be disabled by enabling epilepsy mode in the accessibility tab in settings. It also increases direct damage by plus 33% per stack. This effect caps at 3 stacks. Blindness makes your screen blurrier, each stack increasing the blurriness by 20%. The blur factor caps at 60% with blindness 3. Nausea warps and moves your screen, every stack increasing the warping and the speed your screen moves. Enabling epilepsy mode limits how much your screen moves. Oblivious prevents you from hearing chase music. If you were in the killer's terror radius when receiving this debuff, then the terror radius music will continue to play until the debuff is over, even if you enter chase. This effect only affects the survivor and caps at 1 stack. Hallucination triggers visual and auditory effects that aren't real. Hallucination 1 triggers footstep hallucinations that get louder and louder the longer the effect goes on. Hallucination 2 causes screen displacement. Hallucination 3 plays a fake hit on the player, making them think they took damage. From my testing, these hallucinations cannot be combined unless their effect timer is long enough and they were leveled up one at a time. Invisibility makes your character translucent. Every level of this ability increases your transparency by 25%, and this caps at 92.5% with Invisibility 4. Undetectable makes your aura and pathfinding nodes for AI unable to be tracked. If you're the killer, then your terror radius and chase music are disabled. Nausea, Oblivious, and Hallucination currently have no way of being obtained outside of admin influence. There is actually one more effect that helps me directly, and this effect is called subscribing. This effect is only obtainable by clicking that white button under the video, and it would mean a ton to me if you did, but only if you want to. There are 4 status effects that affect your movement, and to some degree, your survivability. Slate Skin, Slowness, Speed, and Stunned. Slate Skin grants Overheal, but slows the player by 45%. 40 Overheal is added to every level of Slate Skin. You lose 2 Overheal every second. Losing all of your Overheal will forcibly end this ability. With Slate Skin active, you remove and become immune to bleeding, burning, poisoned, speed, regeneration, and weakness. Currently, Noob is the only character available to receive Slate Skin. And if you are Noob and use the Slate Skin potion, then you receive Speed 2 after this effect wears off naturally, but only if the Slate Skin potion was used. Slowness reduces your movement speed. Every level of this effect decreases your movement speed by 10%, meaning Slowness X will render you unable to move. Speed enhances your movement speed, with every level of this effect increasing your movement speed by 10%, meaning Speed X will make you move twice as fast. Stunned renders everyone affected unable to move or attack. If you are stunned, you receive anti-stun for 4 seconds after the stun duration is over. There are 3 status effects that affect damage: resistance, strength, and weakness. Resistance makes you less susceptible to damage. Each level makes you receive 20% less damage. Currently, Guest and Shadletsky are the only characters able to obtain this effect. Strength increases how much damage you deal, with each level increasing how much damage you deal by 20%. This effect is only obtainable via admin influence. Weakness makes you more susceptible to damage, with each level increasing how much damage you receive by 20%. Currently, 007, Chance, 2-Time, and Builderman are the only survivors capable of receiving this effect. Now you might be saying, oh, well, how does Builderman get this effect? I want to know how to get this effect as Builderman. No, you don't. But all you need to do is wear the BSOD skin, and while wearing the skin, you will notice that every time you type in chat, your face changes according to what you write, as long as it's within 3 letters. However, if you type in chat UWU and send it, you will receive Slowness 5, Weakness 5, and Burning 5 for 1 day, killing you no matter what you do. And finally, there is one debuff that directly affects your ability, which is Helpless. Helpless makes you unable to use any abilities even if you are the killer. This includes your base attack. And that is all of the effects currently in Forsaken. There's going to be a poll on the community tab for what characters you guys want to guide on next, so make sure to check that out too. I hope you guys have enjoyed this guide, and I will be seeing you some other time. Take care.